did I cheated off of you as I wandered around. So I was wandering around cheating as you guys were doing your work. And you guys understand that these columns, the first column is payouts. There are 3 payouts for this policy. If I die, $9,640 is then shared. Now it's a profit of $9,640. Your heirs are going to get $10,000, but you put $360 in, which means that there's $9,640 of profit. It's just like when you're talking about Chuck-a-Luck, the ante versus the profits. Give you the antes versus the revenue gives you the profit. This is if I get disabled, I profit $1,640, I'm out the $360 from the $2,000. And this, the negative $360, hopefully you guys buy that. You stay alive. That's kind of the benefit. But you're $360 in the hole for insuring yourself over that period of time. Is that fair? Yeah. Good. These are the likelihoods that the CDC gave me. Adding those, subtracting from 1 gives me the 88% chance that everything's going to be fine this year. 7 out of 8 years, I'm not either going to become disabled or die or, disabled or die. Now, remember, this is an average. How they got these numbers is beyond me. I couldn't see the algorithm they used. I'm guessing they looked at 10,000 guys my age and looked at, of those 10,000, what percent had this happen to them, what percent had that. I'm guessing that's what they did. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm going to follow that average like every 8th year I just fall down with a broken leg. But it means on average, that's what happens to 39-year-old guys in Oregon. I think it was Portland. There was no Bend, Canada. I couldn't put Bend in. Fair? All right, here we go. Got to run one more stats, L1, L2, just like always. Okay? I get an average of negative $93. As did most of you, if I remember correctly. Does it make sense that the average is negative?
Yeah.
Why does it make sense that the average is negative?
Because you're losing money.
Well, but why? This is not gambling, though.
Yeah, it is.
Taryn?
You have an 88% chance of none of those things happening.
Correct.
So you're still paying the $360.
That's one beautiful reason why it should be negative. The only negative outcome, negative 360, you have a 7/8 chance of it happening. So the most frequent occurrence is you losing money. The most frequent occurrence is you losing money. So the average should be negative, because most people are losing money every year. Does that make sense? Number 1. How about from a business point of view, why does it make sense the average is negative?
More money.
Why do the insurance companies have to make money? So they can insure and pay out the people that actually have the need to get paid out. That's the kicker. Remember, friends, the chance of becoming, the chance of dying is 0.00269. That means every year out of 100,000 guys, 269 of them are going to die, right? Which means we're going to have to pay $10,000 times that 269 out. Where is that payout going to come from? The premiums paid by the members. This is how insurance works. I always find it comical when people bitch at socialism. Insurance is socialism. You all put money into a pot and then you give it out to those that need it. I mean, if you think about it, it doesn't get more socialistic than that. Right?
Except socialism makes sure that all the money goes out to the people versus...
Careful, we're getting political. We're getting political. I'm talking about mathematics. I'm talking about mathematics.
You know, Jesus said.
I'm Hitler. Let me start on Hitler. So the point is, it makes sense that your average is negative. Now, if it freaks you out that it was called mu on the paper, I'm just trying to reiterate that fact today. You actually have the whole population right now. This is everything that can happen, those 3 outcomes. So the population average is $93 lost. This number is ridiculous, isn't it? It's a ludicrous number, $823. Completely ludicrous. Ignore it. Write it down, get a point, and then ignore it. Population standard deviation, little sigma. I ask you to fill in 2 things there, the average and the standard deviation. Write it down, get the point, and then ignore it. Because the data is so skewed, there's really no reason to even talk about it. Please, Joanne.
What's the mu?
The population average. It's X bar here. The TI never calls it mu. You just have to know that it is mu. Here's one hint that it is. It's not a sample. Sample's not there, it's not a sample, therefore it's the population. Cool? Is that fair? Yeah. We have to get used to this a little bit. And you will get it more for the next 4 weeks, I promise that too, Sandy. Is that good? Answer that question, Corey. Answer that question. Number 6 says, what does that expectation mean? On average, each year, you can expect to lose $93. So although you can't actually, and I didn't put any point value on that, Corey, because I wanted to have it conversationally, right? Or I had you think about it. The idea is you either lose 360, gain 1640, or gain 9640. You never actually lose 93. But if you look at every single person on this policy, their average earnings are negative $93. Some guys are going to get sick and collect $2,000. Some people are going to die and collect $10,000. Most are going to live and pay $360. That all averages out to 93. Does that make sense? Cool. Now, I want to close this quiz. You can skip down to number 9 if you want to at this point. You can skip 6, 7, and 8 if you want, or 7 and 8. I love this. Actually, go ahead. You guys knock through this last bit. We'll stop at 5 till. And it goes on the side B on the other side. Take a look at it. Take a look. We'll come back to it together. This actually happened.